Hello children, I welcome you all to your English class. I hope you all are doing fine. For today's English lesson, we will be continuing with the comprehension check that we had started in our previous video lesson. We had finished the first question. We will be continuing with the rest of it that follows. Now we have already finished the explanation and writing the meanings. I hope you have finished it as well. So let's get started with the second question of the comprehension check. That's on page number 28 of your book. Okay. So the second question is, had the beggar come to Rukkumani's house for the first time? Give reasons for your answer. So you know that he hadn't come there for the first time. I will be writing just the answers, but you have to write the questions. Okay. So let's get started. The first answer is no. The beggar had been coming to Rukkumani's house, for the last 1 week. He confirms this by saying, saying that he had survived a week on Rukkumani's kindness. Okay. So this is the first answer. No, the beggar had been coming to Rukkumani's house for the last 1 week. He confirms this by saying he had survived a week on Rukkumani's kindness. Okay. Let me write it clearly. Okay. Mani's kindness. This is your answer. The second one of the comprehension check. A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. What does it suggest to you about Rukkumani's mood? I hope you know what a sharp V-line means. You might have seen your mother get angry sometimes. So let's write this answer down. Okay. The sharp V-shaped line that was formed between the eyebrows, Rukkumani suggests that she was very angry. and could lose her temper on the children in no time. Okay, so this is your answer, the second answer of the comprehension check. The sharp V-shaped line that was formed between the eyebrows of Rukumani suggests that she was angry and could lose her temper on the children in no time. So this is a comprehension check. You will find this comprehension check on page 28. Okay. So we have finished number 1 and 2. We have finished the comprehension check of page number 28. Now we will be moving to the working of the text, working with the text, that's on page number 29. Okay. Now moving to the working of the text at page. Now moving to the working with the text on page number 29. Complete the following sentences. Number 1. Ravi compares Lalli playing the violin to derailing the train. Let's write it down. It's working with the text now. So Ravi compares, number 1, Ravi compares Lalli's playing the music or violin, the violin to derailing of a train. Derailing of the train. Second one now, number 2, trying to hide beneath the tray of chilies. Mahindran tipped a few chilies over himself meow okay, this you don't need to write himself until himself would do. Number 3, this 3 is on page number 22. The teacher played a few notes. The teacher played a few notes on the violin and Lalli stumbled behind him. behind him on her violin. Which looked helpless, and unhappy in her hands. Helpless and unhappy in her hands. In her hands, okay? Now number 4. The beggar said, that the kind ladies of the household have helped him survive last week. Okay? And the 5th one of this number 1 that we are doing is after the lesson was over, the music master asked Lally if she had seen his chappals. Okay. So the part which is missing has to be underlined. So this derailing of a train. Then Mahendran tipped a few chilies over himself. And Lally stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked helpless and unhappy in her hands. Of the household have helped him survive last week. And Lally, if she had seen his chappals. So here is your answer for number 1 of the working with the text. Okay. Now we will move to question number 2. I hope you have written it down or at least take a screenshot. Number 2. Describe the music master as seen from the window. Let's describe him. Number 2. The music master had a lean and bony figure. You will find this answer on page number 22. Okay, you can write it down yourself as well. It's on page number 22. You can write it in your own words as well. So, yes, he had mostly a bald head, mostly a bald head. With a fringe of, with a fringe of oiled black hair. Around his ears. And also an old-fashioned, and he had an old-fashioned tuft. Okay. He was wearing a gold chain around his neck, a gold chain around his neck, and a diamond in his ring. And a diamond ring So he was wearing a gold chain around his neck and a diamond ring on his hand. He wore a vesti you can just use dhoti also. He wore a dhoti with gold border. He stuck one of his large foot outside the dhoti and was beating the floor, the time on the floor with his scrawny toe. Okay. So this answer is quite long because I think it has asked us to describe. That's why it is quite a lengthy answer. Now we will move to the next question. Okay. Number 3. Let's write it down. What makes Mridu conclude that the beggar had no money to buy chappals. Number 3. The beggar showed his bare feet to the children. There were pink blisters on them, which made Mridu conclude that the beggar did not have money to buy chappals. Okay, the beggar showed his bare feet to the children. There were pink blisters on them, which made Mridu conclude that the beggar did not have money to buy chappals. Now let's move to the next question. It's the second part of the same question. So this is 3's 1 and the next is going to be 3's 2. The question is, what does she suggest to show her concern? So Mridu was very concerned. Mridu was very concerned about the beggar. Okay. So she suggested giving an old pair of slippers to the beggar. Okay, so I hope these two answers are clear. Okay, now we should move to the next question. Have you children? She began, and then seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly. Seen anyone lurking around the veranda? Okay, now this is the thing that she said. Now let's see what question follows. Number 1, what do you think Rukumani really wanted to ask? We will be writing it down. Okay. Number 4, number 1. Rukumani wanted to ask the children whether if to ask the children if they were responsible for the stealth of the chappals. Okay. Rukumani wanted to ask the children if they were responsible for the stealth of the chappals. Now number 2, the second question of 4 is, why did she change her question? So, she changed her questions. She changed her question when she noticed that the three children that the three children were unusually quiet and serious She was sure that they had something to do with the missing chappals. Okay. So, she changed her question when she noticed that the three children were unusually quiet and serious. She was sure that they had something to do with the missing chappals. Now, the third answer of the same question. Third question now. What did she think had happened? She thought that the children had hidden the chappals of the music master somewhere. Okay. So this completes our fourth number answer. Okay. So we will be ending our lesson. So we will will meet the next time. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.